Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make money becoming an agent in YouTube channel sales. How you can be a middleman between sellers and buyers of YouTube channel. But before we go into that, we would first look into how to best sell and buy channels without being scammed. Now, it is true that everyone wants to tap into the YouTube money making experience, but since the change of its requirement for monetization, it has been so difficult for YouTubers to get their channels monetized. And so many resort to buying YouTube channels. Unfortunately for them, there are sellers in this kind of market. But this market is faced with problem associated with buying and selling from a long distance, that is, between two countries and between two different states in a country. And this problem is who will deliver first. The numerous instances can be seen if you belong to a Facebook group where buying and selling of YouTube channel takes place. On the part of the seller, he says, I need the payment first. Whereas on the part of the buyer, he says, I need the channel first, and consequently, because of lack of trust, the transaction doesn't hold. However, some try their luck and a few are successful, while the rest end up being duped. But I'm going to bring another solution which I'm very sure is the best and safest means, and it's dealing through shipping companies. And I mean popular shipping companies like DHL and etc. Why I chose DHL is because they are one of the shipping companies used by Amazon for delivery. Check out this proof. So, how does this work? First, you open an account with DHL and it's simple. Secondly, go ahead and deliver. Now, after the seller and the buyer must have agreed on the payment and every other thing, the buyer inquires of the seller his location according to the location requirements of DHL, which he then fills into the DHL location form. The buyer also fills in his own address so that DHL representative can come to his place. You also given an opportunity to choose between packaging options, that is, whether envelope, boxes, etc. Then complete every other thing. I think you would be given a quote containing the two addresses. Send a soft copy to your seller for reference purpose and have the other soft copy in your device. So what next? DHL then goes to the house of the buyer, collects both the shipping cost and the channel money. Note, the channel money is put into an envelope and given to the rep, to the DHL representative, who takes it to the seller's location, then collects the channel details, verifies it, then sends it to the buyer via email or whatever means. The buyer signs in or logs in and then makes some important changes, such as changing the password, recovery email, and phone number. And when he has successfully gained the channel, he should inform the seller in the presence of the DHL representative that the channel is now in his custody. Then the money is given to the seller and the transaction is complete. Note, the buyers are to explain to the DHL representative when they arrive at their location what the whole transaction is all about, so he could know what to do properly and protect both the buyer and the seller. Now, how to become an agent between buyers and sellers and make your money. As an agent, you discuss with the seller what your share would be if the transaction is complete after you have brought a buyer for that transaction. Then you speak separately with both the buyer and the seller, either through Facebook. But I recommend for every communication you have to use Facebook because it's very easy. Facebook Messenger because it's very easier. And after they have agreed to do all the DHL stuff, then inquire their location, both the location of the buyer and that of the seller. Fill it into the DHL location form and complete the rest. Also, for reference purposes, contact DHL telling them that you are an agent in so and so transaction and let them know what the whole transaction is all about. Also, send them screenshots of how you dealt with both the buyer and the seller. and the amount promised by the seller should be also displayed on that screenshot as an evidence. The DHL representative then goes to the buyer's location, collects the money, moves over to the seller's location, and do as I have explained earlier. But before the money is given to the seller, the representative would ask him if he had an agent in such transaction, presenting the proof. Then, after all verification, the agent fee is taken out of the money, then the rest given to the seller. Then the fee is sent to the agent either by funding his DHL account or by direct bank deposit. So guys, if you found this video helpful and also want to get more of our videos on how YouTubers can double, triple, quadruple their YouTube earnings, do subscribe now, and don't forget to click the notification bell to get notified. Please do not forget to share with friends on YouTube, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, wherever you can.